Welcome to STN's Stock Talk, Ricky and Goose. Hey guys, Stock Traders Net, leading online trading community. We got free trading rooms in there, premium live HD trading. We really hope you guys will join us up. If you have any questions or anything that we discuss in the broadcast, just from our trading room, which is a free service, just send any of our moderators and instructors a message. We'll be happy to help you guys. Just to remind you guys, like nothing that we're talking about this morning, we're not trying to solicit any type of trade or to follow us. We're just discussing ideas for informational purposes. Please read our full disclaimer, which is up, and it's also below in the description area. We talk about every day how we're not going to inundate you with different ideas. We just like to give you guys a few ideas every day, and we're always looking at quality over quantity. There's a lot of names going on there, especially during earnings season. So we're not going to just rattle off everything up there. And we'll get started. I'll let Ricky start us off, let us know what he's looking at, and we'll go from there, and I'll be back in a few. Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys. What's up, everyone? It's Ricky Analog. Thank you for joining us. Before I get started, just want to ask a quick favor from everyone that's in here. Take 1 second and share this broadcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform you think people would be interested in hearing about this stream. Once you've done that, smash that like button. Then pat yourself on the back for your good deed of the day. I see 64 people in here right now, only 1 thumbs up. So let's get those thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Without further ado, ZN. So this is the first thing on my list today. You can see the gap has already kind of came all the way back, but nonetheless, this is a very interesting stock from a fundamental perspective. Every time I see it gapping up, it makes me, extremely excited because I know there could be a very good short trade on this. This is one of the biggest scams in the market. It's very OTC-esque, very funny to me that they even trade on the larger markets. This company is drilling for oil in Israel, and they feel the need to PR every time they reach a new depth in their hole that they're drilling. On top of that, if you go and research the CEO a bit, he frequently appears on different shows talking about how the Bible told him to dig for oil, where he's currently digging. They're constantly selling shares through their website to devout believers wishing to help them do God's work. They'll sell you 50 shares for $250 through their website. That's $5 a share, when you can just go buy them for, at the moment, $2.33. So thumbs up. I would love to see this thing try to get some legs up to the 4 area. I'm pretty sure that's going to be wishful thinking. We'll wait and see what the market gives us. You can see these big runs always give up their gains. And like I said, I get excited every time I see this thing on the morning gap list. Next thing on the list is TEVA. And I just want to make a quick note about the overall market being real heavy still. I think it still has a little bit more of a retrace to do. People are kind of already getting in panic mode, but I do think that this retrace is healthy and very much needed. But as long as the market stays heavy, some of these names could really have some fades, and TEVA is on my list as something that I'm watching for a key level, which is 20. You can see it rejected the 200 coming down, pushed up again, rejected, and you get this push, a low, a lower high, and if we take out 20, we got our lower low, and this could be the reversal of this uptrend that's been going for, the last 2 months. So I'm really watching TEVA for under 20. The last thing on my list today is XNET, and I know Goose has talked about this one. He, I believe, spoke about it from a long perspective. I just want to kind of give a different perspective to the same trade, and that is we see this level that's holding, and it has been building this nice shelf. I do believe, though, that we're getting some lower highs as well as with the lower lows, and I think if we take out 1420, this thing could roll over and have some significant downside to it. It's always important to kind of try to pay attention to where Bitcoin and the cryptos are trading and how that crypto market is doing anytime you trade something that's crypto related, even though it is arguable from a fundamental perspective whether XNET is even actually related to cryptocurrencies. But enough of what I'm saying. Let's turn this over to my main man, Goose. Tell me what you got, buddy.
Hey, Ricky, thank you very much. And good job as always. Just a few names, but I want to start off with something that Ricky had touched on. Is listen, guys, the market is going absolutely, crazy the last couple of days. It's been really challenging, and during earnings season, I mean, there's 10 names I could rattle off to you guys. The Facebooks, the Shutterflies, and all that. I'm not going to do that. I think these are days that you really got to just find the trends. Don't marry anything because there's a lot of opportunity. So with that said, I am going to focus a little bit on Facebook at the open out of all the names, and here's what I'm thinking. I think there's two sides of this trade depending on what the market's going to do. The market's looking like it's going to open up heavy, right? So there's two scenarios. I like the long, had some great coverage, numbers were great. Overall, I like the long. So I'm going to hope for an imbalance or something like that at the open, where I could see, maybe a wash. I can't, quantify where that wash would be down to at 185, 186. I can't quantify that really. I would love a big pull, and I'd probably buy the initial wash for a long to pop back up into that 190 to 193 area. So that's my initial thought right out of the gate at the open is if it does that. Adversely, if it does do the different thing, and that's a big pop at the open, back up onto pre-market highs, 193, and then obviously yesterday at the close it hit as high as 195-ish. With the market being heavy, I think it could be a tremendous fade opportunity, not just because of the how high it's gone or the spike, but just with the market. And I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity in Facebook both ways on this. But you got to play it smart. And just remember, guys, when you got good guidance and good upgrades and things like that, don't fight the bigger money. I'm sure they all have bigger money than you and I. So, be smart about the trading on this thing. Watch what's going on. Watch the action. Watch the soak levels. And I think there'll be many of trades on this. I think it should be on everybody's montage today. It could be a good one, to whip around. Next one, I want to talk briefly about LTBR, a couple lower price ones. Just so LTBR, just looking at the daily, this is one I'm really, really, really hoping that it makes a nice push to fade it. I'm not looking for just 250 or 260. And there's not a ton of meat on it when you do that, so I don't want it to take up all my time. But if I get a nice shove up towards 3 or maybe even 350, I would love to fade this. And I go back, look at all the daily, anything with volume. I mean, pull up the, look at the chart. I mean, it hit a high of 333, closed on lows pretty much. Even here, I mean, on the big move, hit a high of 480, pretty much closed 40, 50 cents off lows. And the last one down in here, so point being is it gives up its move during the day. So, I would love for this to get some legs and get a couple, pushes on this to be able to fade it. Another one I want to pop up is OPGN. Now, keep in mind, they just did a 1-for-25 split. So, I cautious you, this is going to be one where I'm going to be a little bit careful. I'm going to size accordingly, knowing it's a little bit different. I think the outstandings now are just a couple million or something pretty small like that. So it's a pretty tight flow. But that all being said, I would love to see a push and a fade. Now, this move, just so you know, which is say a $4 move up to 8, that's a $4 move. I'm not looking for, if this makes a $2 move or 250, that's going to intrigue me for where I'd be a seller. I usually cut the moves in half. So first move is $4. This next move may be up a couple bucks, and I'll be looking for a fade on it. Again, going back on prior history of the stock, I think it'll give up a good chunk of the move today. And I wasn't too impressed with the press release, and they've already, I believe raised some money, or a filing to raise money. And I just think that this is a typical, fluff to get them, get everything done. And, I'll be definitely looking for fade OPGN. So guys, that's all I have. I just want to, just reiterate to you guys, there's a lot of opportunity out there, guys. Please be smart. Don't marry anything. It's okay to take losses. We all do. And just, make sure you kick it, move on. And let's have a great day today, guys. It's, we're past the middle of the week. We got another couple days left and we get the first, first day of the month. So let's start off the month great, and let's start off the month smart. Learn from what you did bad last month, apply it to this month. Okay, guys, have a super morning. Thanks as always, and I'll turn it back over to Ricky to say goodbye.
So true, so true. Can't wait to get this February kicked off. I love that idea on LTBR, Goose. I will definitely be playing that as well. As always, subscribe, click the little bell notification button so you guys know when we go live. And if you haven't yet, please get over to stocktraders.net and sign up. See what you're missing. See what the talk is all about. Have a good one, guys. As always, let's crush it. Peace.